to ask the First Minister what immediate action the Scottish Government will take to improve the situation regarding ferry services across the Highlands and Islands in light of recent reports of unprecedented disruption.
First Minister.
As I have already said in response to a question from Anna Sarwa, I do recognise this is a significant impact that delays, that disruption does have during the annual overhaul programme, and it's regrettably had on our island communities. We know that island communities, of course, rely on these lifeline services, not just, of course, individuals, but businesses too. And I'm committed to investing in our ferry services. Indeed, we're going to be delivering 6 new major vessels to serve Scotland's ferry network by 2026. It's a priority for me and for the government that I lead. We've already procured MV Lochfisa, previously chartered the MV Arrow, and of course we look forward to shortly welcoming the MV Alfred into service, providing some additional resilience to the network. In the meantime, we'll continue to press CalMac to consider all options to minimise the impact on communities and indeed businesses. And I know the Minister for Transport is engaging very closely on this issue. He's held resilience calls with CalMac, with Transport Scotland, in light of the latest disruption, and he has proactively engaged directly with local stakeholders, with our operators and CMAL on improving reliability and resilience right across the network.
Rhoda Grant.
The Transport Minister refused to take responsibility for the ferry crisis, and he also refused compensation payments to local businesses who are actually going to the wall because of these ferry failures. Now that constituents in Uist will have no mainland services from Sunday, that's 2 days' time, is the First Minister going to do the same? Or is he going to tell us what emergency provision he's going to put in place? Has he asked the MOD for help? And what compensation is he going to give to businesses that will close as a result of this?
First Minister.
Again, I've already said in response to the question from Anna Sawa that we will consider the issues around compensation and what more we can do to support businesses when there is disruption. But I don't agree with the premise of our question. I know that Kevin Stewart has been directly involved in engaging with CalMac, but also with the island communities that have been affected. And I go back to my response to both Anna Sarwar and to Rhoda Grant, that we have the MV Alfred coming on board, I hope, within the coming days, and that will provide some further resilience to our network. But I take the points that have been made and raised, and of course any disruption to our ferry network is regrettable. And the other point that I know Kevin Stewart has been engaging on is that we want to ensure that we improve our communication and improve CalMac's communication with islanders when this disruption takes place.